Thanks for watching Backstory. We leave you tonight with this. These men are descendants of Civil War soldiers. Lee Lassane, Stephen Westlake, Michael Zafran. But they're not here to visit an ancestor's headstone. Their group, called the Sons of Union Veterans, finds unmarked graves of Union soldiers.
Our main objective is to preserve the memory and perpetuate the memory of our ancestors of the Civil War and keep that alive.
Their latest mission, James Henry Cleggett, whose backstory involves more than just fighting rebels. The Gulf of Mexico. The Union wants to keep Confederate ships from using the waterway to trade with other countries. That's the mission of the USS Morning Light as it enters Sabine Pass near Beaumont, Texas. January 18th, 1863. James Henry Cleggett is on board. He's 17 years old.
During the Civil War, he fought for the North. He was a free black man.
With no wind, the Morning Light is trapped by two Confederate ships that destroy the Morning Light and capture the sailors. The Confederates separate the black and white seamen.
It was a bad time because he was a prisoner of war for a number of years.
Cleggett manages to escape. It isn't until June when Union troops arrive in Galveston to free 250,000 enslaved people, now known as Juneteenth. Cleggett makes his way north to Chicago to become a hairdresser and wig maker. On a trip to London in 1907, he sees veterans living in poverty.
Many were denied pensions, and so they needed some people to speak for them, and James Cleggett helped many of the veterans obtain their pensions.
In his later years, he suffers dementia. He dies June 12, 1929, at the age of 86, the last known survivor of the USS Morning Light. He's buried in an unmarked plot of Lincoln Cemetery outside Chicago.
No grave marker because a lot of didn't have any relatives here to take care of it.
Gina Denham's great-grandfather started the London branch of the American Civil War Veterans. She wrote about Cleggett's story in her book, The Landsman and the Lieutenant.
So she started this campaign to get him a stone because there was no stone here for 125 years.
She found out that his grave was unmarked. Big injustice, and she worked hard to get that rectified.
Most Civil War veterans' stories don't make the history books. Their journals may be lost. For many, a stone marker may be the only evidence of their sacrifice.
They gave their time and effort to preserve our democracy.
We like to keep the memory alive with the boys in blue. All too often, history is forgotten.
At least James Cleggett's life is now documented by a book and now a grave marker in Chicago's Lincoln Cemetery.